Welcome back, folks. My name's Joesbad, and this is episode 5 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. Last episode, we did a lot of building. We actually finished building the outer structure of our, let me take a look at it real quick, of our observatory right up there. I still have a ton of detail work to do, especially with all the stone brick, but that's not what we're working on this week. This week, actually, we need to start moving into the structure since I've decided I'm gonna live in the observatory. And first things first, I need to carve out a space for my forge room. So here we are. This is the space I've chosen. It is on the, I guess, the second floor. Yeah, it's above where the storage room is gonna go. But I'm gonna carve this space out to get ready to install the forge. It's not gonna be like an auto smelter sort of situation. I don't have enough resources to fully build one of those. But I'm gonna try and set it up in such a way that eventually I'll be able to get the minecarts in and this whole situation can just be an auto smelting. But for now, it's mostly just gonna function like you would expect any, furnace wall to work. I'm just gonna make it look nice. So I'm gonna carve all this out and then we will take a look at the space I've got. All right, and this is all carved out now. It's fairly decently sized. I need to fix that. Let's see. This, yeah, that works for now. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing here. There's some emeralds here. I found quite a bit of raw emerald ore. Perks of, living in a mountain. So anyways, I've cleared out this room. You can see I've got a ton of stone. I'm going to make it all into stone brick to get this place laid out for its initial layout. I plan to have a lava farm in here, kind of in the center. So I'm going to need to make a ton of cauldrons. And then I'm going to need a bunch of hoppers and furnaces and blast furnaces. And I'm going to go take a look and see just how much I've got of iron, because that will really be the ultimate decision as to how big I make this thing. I also plan on, we're probably gonna make a trip to the nether in the next episode because I want to cure that villager and see just what we've got going on for him. Now, I don't believe I have enough iron here to complete everything I want to do, but we'll see how far this stretches us. Let's go ahead and see how many cauldrons can I make. And 22 and 23 and okay, I can make the 24 I want. I'm not gonna have enough iron for hoppers though, so I might need to make a mining expedition here. But let's go ahead and focus on getting the lava farm done first. So let's jump right over there. Alrighty, 24 cauldrons placed. I'm using cobblestone and cracked stones around the cauldron because it's, hot with the lava and also up above, just as kind of a decorative feature. And yeah, now let's go ahead and see how far my iron will take me. Alright, so for what I'm planning, I'm going to need 48 hoppers, and let's see how many of those 48 I can make. The answer is, I probably could have shift-clicked this, but I guess I wanted to count it out manually. The answer is 24. I could make a few more, but 24 will get me started with half of each side done. So let's take a look. Finishing getting the ceiling in a little bit, and you can see I've got my hoppers, my blast furnaces all kind of set up. There's still quite a bit more to do. But I'm leaving space behind them to set up auto fueling if I need to. And the next step is sourcing all of the lava to fill the pool above. I can sort of get it from here. It took me a few tries to figure out the method for it. I have a lava pool that's just on the other side of the mountain, so I got most of the lava from there. But I had to put bars between them to try to fill the spaces. It was just awkward. But now I've got all my lava, and now I need a lot more iron to finish this build, so I think it's time to go resource hunting. It took me a couple of hours of caving, but I did eventually come across an iron ore vein, which are fantastic for iron gathering. I am tempted in the future to just use chunk base just to find these, because I don't want to build an iron farm. I'd rather mine it. So yeah, that's probably a thing I'll use moving forward. But let's go ahead and gather all this up. While I was gathering all of this up, I also forgot that I found a skeleton spawner. It's not exactly close to my base, but this will be a potentially great resource for bone meal in the future, so I will mark down the coordinates. Alrighty, after that fun little bit of caving, I ended up with about just shy of 6 stacks of iron ore. So let's go ahead and mine all of this and figure out just how much iron ore we actually gathered. Alrighty, when all is said and done, roughly 6 stacks of raw iron ore gave me just over a stack and a quarter of raw iron. I also got a ton of other resources on this expedition, but let's go ahead and start getting all of this iron smelting so we can finish the furnace. Okay, so my furnace setup, I've got 3 hoppers into each individual furnace, 1 for fuel, 1 for ore, 1 for collection. You load the fuel in the back, which you can access just by, aiming between the hoppers, and then you load the ore up into the barrels, and then collect it from the bottom. Not fancy, but it gets the job done. I don't remember if I showed this off yet, but I did move my enchanting setup into this room. I will get a window in here installed eventually. But for now, this is where I'll be doing my enchanting. I plan on making it like a stained glass window. I haven't picked a design yet, but I'll get to that eventually. All of that iron is finally finished smelting, so let's go ahead and take a look at the finished. I need to fix those barrels. I don't get around to it for a little bit, but I will get around to it. But for now, this is what I've got set up. I've got a lava farm producing plenty of lava for everything. I've got my furnaces and my blast furnaces all set up. I just need to make sure they're all loaded with fuel. And then I need to make a ton of buckets, but finishing this up used up most of my iron resources again. So I need to go find another iron ore vein, maybe 2. I'll probably do that between episodes, though I've got a couple of episodes already in the backlog right now that I'm going to be working on this week. So now I just need to do the decorative part, which is this back wall here. And I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sold on it yet. But let's take a look and see what I can do. All right, I've got my space here carved out for the most part. I think I'm okay with this. I just need to do one thing real quick. And here we are, folks. We've got ourselves just a little decorative piece at the back of this here giant furnace forge area. I've got this here, the cauldron, heading up with the chains, some levers, I can talk, I swear I can talk. Grindstones. Grindstones as acting as kind of those things. Got one on one side to act as an anchor. This one, if it actually would, it would pull it up and down out of the heat, yada yada, dump it into your molds or whatever. But I'm quite happy with this, and I definitely only caught myself on fire in the lava pool in the middle like 3 times. So awesome stuff. Alrighty, I think that's actually going to be it for this one. It's a little shorter than I wanted it to be, but I hope y'all enjoyed, and our next episode, we will be exploring the nether. So tune in next week. Hope y'all had a good time. Thanks for watching.